Hey guys, welcome to the BCC late night show, the show where we do stuff when it's late at night. And here with me is LQ. We're both doing late night stuff.
Hey guys,
So yeah, it's late night.
the BCC
So
late night.
yeah, LQ.
Oh boy, I already screwed something up tonight. I forgot. I was listening in on the stream to see if it worked right, and then I realized the stream is going to be streaming now that I'm streaming you.
Ooh, streamception.
Hey, this is the first time we've ever done something of this caliber, though.
Well, it's much higher caliber though than the podcast.
It actually is.
No, not the podcast now. I mean the podcast back when I was, outside the library.
Oh, it's way higher caliber than that. Like that was like so low caliber. Like, Chris had to press a button and that's it.
Yeah, this it looks much better.
I have so many buttons in front of me right now.
Well, you're in heaven, aren't you? You and your buttons.
Yeah.
Let me just eat some applesauce real quickly. So, that's really good.
Do you seriously have applesauce?
Yeah, it's one of those little mini containers. I actually like homemade applesauce a lot more, but I just settle for this.
Huh? What? Like, is it the Mott's applesauce?
No, it's
does Mott's make applesauce too, or do they just make juice?
Wait. Yeah, Mott's definitely makes applesauce.
Huh.
Leo says this looks terrible. I must complain.
What is Leo complaining about?
Leo, you can't see my applesauce. How can you complain about it?
I think I'm looking at the stream right now, which is muted this time. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I did this all myself, by the way, not to brag, but I designed everything.
Well, it was my idea, though.
The only thing that wasn't 100% me are the Discord plugins. No, wait, was this your idea? I thought this was my idea.
No, this was my idea. Remember?
How long ago did we come up with this idea?
Years ago, back when I was in Mennonite land.
It must have been like summer of 15.
Yeah, actually, that would have been about exactly it. Summer of 15. We were just like because
over 2 years ago.
Because well, the reason this came about mainly is just because we have our podcast stuff. We have like the occasional stop motion every 10 years, and there's so much stuff that we talk about just when it gets late at night. We find like just the whole BCC crew in general at late nights when we get really into conversations and things just go left and right, and it's a lot of cool stuff comes up and it's so much fun. And obviously we're honing it down a little bit for you guys because it's a little bit more intelligent than my. But yeah, we thought it would be really fun to just kind of tap into because that's more or less the energy of it, the whole relationship between all the BCC members and stuff. I know you guys are probably thinking, what are you talking about, Orion? You've only been on 2 podcasts before. I don't even know who you are. What relationship are you talking about? Trust me, I have a great dynamic with these guys.
Yeah, we were talking a lot. Well, for like the first year we were gone, we didn't get on calls at all because we didn't realize, hey, you still have a phone.
Yeah. Well, first though, I had a really bad phone though for the first. It was like a really old S3 that I had.
But didn't we start doing the Google Hangout plugin before you got the new phone?
Yeah, well, see, before that though, I had the S3. Yeah,
okay.
I've Samsung fan all the way.
Phones.
Yes, and I actually I burned them all except the new one that I have, the super expensive Galaxy S8. Product. This video is sponsored by the Samsung company. Go buy
the phone that doesn't blow up this time.
Yeah, the one that doesn't blow up, and the one that isn't $1,000. It's just 200 short. It's good. It's not worth it, but it's worth it. Okay, has like great pictures.
Real quick, we should probably explain to everyone what this is because some people are going to be tuning in having no idea.
Yeah, I think it would be good. You're more technical.
You explain like the concept behind it, but let's explain the practical. This is a live stream.
Yes.
And nope, that's all. I'm kidding. I've got way more. But so the idea of this is we're going to talk about basically whatever we want to talk about. It's somewhat casual, but the big thing with this is at some point you, the listener, can be involved as well.
Yes, the gimmick.
Yes, the gimmick, like swivel wastes or flick missiles or
Well,
stun shooters.
I don't know. These this gimmick is, I don't know. I like this gimmick much more than flick missiles.
So, we have a Discord server. As you can see right above my flashing avatar, BCC Community Central. It's also in the description of every one of our videos. There's a channel called Late Night Show Callin. There, post your comments, questions. Probably help if it's related to what we're talking about. Totally fine if it's not and it's just interesting. But if we think you have something interesting to say, you can post it there. No, you already posted it there. You can be invited to join us here. I will give you the call-in rank, and you'll be able to join our little on-air studio here on our Discord server. If you do get selected, important thing to keep in mind is you're going to want to turn off the stream. Otherwise, there's going to be a lag delay going on. It's a lot like radio. You know, people have to do this with radio when they call in, too. This is a radio show, basically. All right.
Well, it's late night. I'm yawning. Well, actually, it's much more late night for you because it is, what time is it there, 11?
Yeah, it's 11. Late night show
11.
always starts after 11 Eastern time.
I feel really bad now because when I was in Mississippi, I was in about the same time zone as everyone else, just maybe about an hour ahead or an hour before. And, if they suffered staying up late working on stuff, so did I. Now it's like, oh, it's midnight. No, it's just about 10 for me. So
Yeah, it's really ridiculous. I think you've adjusted a bit better than when you first moved back out west, but
yeah, it's been so long since I've been back out west. Oh, I love the cold. I love the cold in my bones. This is really nice.
it's actually been really warm here lately. It was 90 today.
Really?
Which is strange because it wasn't that hot when you visited here.
No, it wasn't that bad. Yeah, by the way, I did meet. Oh, I have some pictures or something of it somewhere, but yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah, it's just been a really strangely warm September for some reason. Today was the
Well,
first day of
I don't
fall,
think for
actually.
me. Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Really? First day of fall? Okay. Well, it's actually just been extremely cold where I've been. Not extremely, but it's just been very chilly, I guess. The past 2.5 weeks now. We've also had a lot of rain the past week, so yeah. Actually, I'm thinking, what's the main topic we should talk about? You suggested we could either do the epic backstory, my backstory, or we could
Well,
what's the other thing?
first, I have made a promise, actually.
You made a promise? Okay.
Yes, so
good.
my friend John, who has been on the podcast before, I mentioned this idea to him, and he really liked the idea, and he asked me if he could be the first caller, and I said yes, without consulting you. So
I don't mind it. It's better than some other random calls you've had before on all those beta hangouts that we did.
honestly,
before.
people rarely mind my decisions in the BCC. I think it's because people
Well,
rarely
they're
make
so
their
scared
own.
of you. They're so scared of you.
Okay, there was a thing. At first, everyone really was afraid of me.
I don't know why. I met you in real life. You're not too intimidating.
No,
You
I'm
seem-
really not.
You seem, kind of friendly.
So,
They're scared by your professionalism.
some people are, actually. Like, I've negotiated, some deals between us and other groups before, and they're really intimidated by the fact that I talk about contracts.
All those contracts. Yeah, we signed our soul away to make it to the podcast on time.
You still haven't signed yours.
No, because I don't have a printer. And every time that I'm going to be able to print, I get off of work and then everywhere else is closed. So I'm just waiting for a new printer to be bought. I mean, I'd buy it, but I have much more money to spend on BCC stuff than I do on actual stuff that will help me in life. Well, technically it would be for BCC stuff, but you know what I mean.
All right, well, we have our first caller in. Please welcome Gladius Decimus, a.k.a. John. You there, John?
Well, this is off to a very good start.
All
I
right,
like
we're
his
gonna send.
his avatar, Spider-Man. Yes.
Yeah, we were discussing his Discord avatar when he signed up, and I forget if it was his idea or mine. But, okay, brief technical difficulties there, but this is expected. It's the first time, and it's really hard to do tests of this kind of thing. Because you only can test a live environment in a live environment. So,
Yeah, trial and error. Everyone panic. I'm gonna leave. I'll let you handle it, LQ. I'm going
no,
now.
you need
Bye.
to stall the audience while I handle this.
Oh, audience.
Tell a story or
If
something.
anyone can correctly answer why the chicken crossed the road, you will get um, you'll be noticed. Okay, well, no one is getting noticed by me then, so there's that. Let's see a story. Um, Now that I think about it, a lot of the stories I want to tell are somewhat boring stories. Let's see. What did I do today? Well, today I woke up. I didn't have breakfast today. What I did was I opened this massive bag of veggie straws and ate about half of it. And then after
Veggie
that,
straws are pretty good, actually.
yeah, I'm it took a little bit to warm up to them,
I don't know. Here's
but
what my memory with veggie straws. I remember one time we were putting a bunch of topsoil down in our yard, and we had to rake it all and smooth it all out. And I remember my grandma brought a bag of veggie straws, and I just ate a ton of them. And I don't think I've eaten them since, actually.
I don't really like air inflated foods because
I
I feel
do.
like it's like crispy cotton candy, and I do not like cotton candy.
You don't like
It's worse
cotton
than chewing
candy?
on tinfoil, and
Okay,
I've chewed on
I've
tinfoil
seen you
before.
eat really bizarre things, and you don't like cotton candy?
No, because the thing is, like cotton candy itself is just it's a trick. It's an illusion. It's a deception. You have this big thing, okay? This cloud, and you go to eat it, and as soon as you put it into your mouth, all of a sudden there's no texture. It's like there's nothing in your mouth except this really sickly sweet taste and like this kind of insulation texture. And then it
Does this
just
apply to all flavors of cotton candy?
yeah, all flavors of cotton candy. Ugh.
Even the kind made out of warheads?
No, but now I love warheads.
Because
They totally destroy my tongue, but
my brother has a cotton candy machine, and he can crush up warheads and turn them into cotton candy.
no, okay, now look. I like air inflated foods like well, okay, freeze dried stuff. I'm a big fan of freeze dried stuff.
Oh,
I wish I
like
had.
ice
You know how much
cream?
it costs to get? Yeah, like a ice
Oh,
cream.
it's
is
expensive. It's really
It's
expensive.
I know I've actually seen someone use it. I have a kind of friend, Mennonite friend, or Mennonite acquaintance, who has one. It's about $300. 300 no, not 300, 3,000. Sorry, $3,000.
$3,000 for the machine?
Yeah.
Or okay, I'm not sure if that's quite accurate either.
No,
But
it is. They paid $3,000 for
well, they
it.
might have paid it, but was it worth it? I mean,
Okay, you're talking about freeze-dried ice cream. It's worth $3,000.
no,
Besides,
I mean, I
these
think
people are
you
like
can.
70-something years old, retired with a ton of money. They can just, they can spend $3,000 on that.
I'm just
Me,
saying. I think you can buy a cheaper freeze dryer.
no, only the best. Trust me, I installed a door on that freezer.
Wait,
No,
there's
no. I'm joking. Okay,
okay.
context. Here's some context. What? Yes. See, to give context, I have to tell the whole backstory, which I kept talking about forever. Should I?
We should actually have some more time. Oh wow, these things are really expensive.
Yeah, I
Lord.
told you.
Oh hey, it's working now.
It's
It
yeah.
worked! Woo!
Welcome, John, to the BCC late night show.
Oh yes, John Spoderman. Here we go.
Alrighty. How dare you use my real name?
Well, but
You
see,
used-
we're not revealing how we spell it though.
You were the
It could
one to
be-
do that. You were on the podcast, and we asked what you wanted to be referred to as, and you said John.
I can't remember that long ago.
And then you told the story about when you went to acting camp.
No,
went to
I did not tell that story.
Yes, I got you into a trap where you told the story, and then you're talking
Tell
about
that
how
story, 'cause that
all the
never
guys were
happened.
dancing and you refused to.
I don't know what you're talking
Oh no, man, that brings me back to when I was littler. I didn't really do a ton of activity. Well, I'm still pretty antisocial, but it was a bit different as a kid. My parents, or my mom, wanted to really like get me into activities. So I don't know what or how it worked, but they signed me up for all these different things in one day, and I was gonna go try them out for all day long and see which one I liked the most. And I was like this voyeuristic nightmare road trip going through all these different things. I think I was like 6, and the first thing it was dancing class. That was the first thing that they had signed me up for to go try, and they tried to make me wear these girly outfits, and I was crying. They forcing me to put these tap shoes on. That didn't work out too well. The next thing they took me to was a wrestling thing for all these young kids, and like there were all these like shirtless young boys like me who were just like totally pounding each other and running around and stuff. And they had it where we were gonna run back and forth across this room, and I was in like these sweaty, used jockeys or something, you know. And I just froze. I didn't move, and I don't know. I stupid kid logic. I was like, I can't move. I'm stuck. And eventually, they just had to force me out. And yeah, well, that was mainly the two big things of the day of terror. I had to basically go to ballet class, and then like this really weird, surrealistic young boy wrestling tournament or something. I don't think I ever told you that.
No, you didn't.
No, yeah.
So anyway, John, that story, though, it is up on our podcast, so it's on the internet.
Take it down immediately.
By the way, did you ever listen to... No, you're the one who was there.
There where?
On the
There
podcast, you told it yourself, and you knew it was going out.
Okay, whatever. In any case,
That's
I
in the
prefer-
contract we were mentioning earlier, is that we have rights to all our content that anyone is on.
That means
I
we
didn't
have
sign
rights to
anything.
John. We own you.
Okay.
So anyway, did you...
By the way, did that make me famous? Am I famous now?
No,
I don't know.
we'd have to be famous first.
I'd say like maybe 0.4% of everyone who watches us knows about you. But actually, I'm gonna say like maybe 50% of that 0.4% like you, which is like a bigger margin than our fan.
Wow. Like, wait, so it's like 2%, no, 0.2% that actually like me,
Yes.
and then 2% that has the ability to dislike me.
Don't
Sort
worry,
of.
like half those people dislike us too.
See, there's dislike and then there's strongly dislike.
Yeah,
Well, I
yeah.
prefer-
Look, you haven't reached that level like us, though.
Yeah, the strongly
Well, 'cause I
dislike.
haven't done anything except
Exactly.
Just like
euthanize the voice of Brutaka.
Oh
He
yeah,
did
you were the
Brutaka.
voice of Brutaka.
Yeah.
no, I have to get back. I have to be back on top of the voice actors again. I will rise again. I will come back. I am back. I just been lazy.
And we also mentioned the story of your bachelor party on episode 118 of the podcast, which
Oh boy.
if
Yes.
anyone listening hasn't watched
Bachelors.
episode 118, episode 118 was a great episode. It's my favorite episode of the podcast, actually.
It's mine too, and I've never even seen it.
Mine. I'll second that because apparently there's a story about me in it.
So yeah,
Yeah.
really, you should check that out. That was a great podcast.
Am I seriously a conversation killer? I feel like every time I talk.
Yeah, you are. I was just about to get, like, in the dead silence here, I was just about to ask, why are we the color purple? Like, how did that start?
Oh, why is the
Great
BCC the color purple?
Well, no, I mean, I'm trying to remember because for some reason, because even back in the wiki days, we had the purple.
Yeah, that's when
You
it
know.
started.
Is that just the default?
Yeah, it was a
wiki thing?
default Wikia theme, and then I was like trying to make us some graphics and logo and stuff. One day I went on chat and said, "You guys are cool if we make purple our main color, right?" And no one responded, so I assumed that's a yes.
Yeah, so our whole color scheme and basically our whole existence as well as the color scheme is just an accident almost.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it kind of is. John, do you have anything to say
About what?
about accidents?
Oh, sorry, I was getting distracted. I was looking at this caramel I'm holding.
That- Caramel. Okay, I can get down with caramel.
Or I know that
As
you
long
that
as it's
doesn't
not-
like caramel.
No, I love
No,
caramel.
wait a minute, John. That's you that doesn't like caramel. I thought.
No, I like
Yeah,
I like
go.
caramel because it has this what it's like this kind of caramel has this sweet and it also has this kind of this bitter, this like slightly bitter acidity. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? When
It
you have
irritates my mouth.
I like that. I
Is that
actually
what you're
really
talking
like
about?
bitter stuff. I don't know why
Oh,
people
I
don't like
hate bitter stuff. Like,
I
I'm the
love
ultimate
bitter.
hater bitter. I won't drink tea. I
Well,
won't
I'm
drink
dabbing on the
coffee.
bitters, bitter haters.
I won't
Well, in
drink.
any case, the reason I was even looking at this caramel is because I haven't eaten it yet because I don't like caramel.
Why do you have the caramel then?
Gift?
One does not. It, yeah, just like it's just like what Boromir said. He picked up the caramel and he's like, "It is a gift, a gift to the foes of Mordor."
Wait, to the foes of Mordor. I thought you were saying friends of Mordor for a second.
Well, technically, yeah. Imagine if they used like caramel or whatever to defeat
Okay, who says caramel?
Sauron. I say it. I say caramel.
You say
Oh,
caramel?
wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah,
This
caramel.
leads into a story. I don't know if LQ even knows this.
I certainly
LQ,
don't.
or can I call you?
My
by your
my
name?
real first name's out there, but I generally go by my stage name.
All right, LQ.
You're all about the theatrics.
Yep, we're all about theatrics here. Have you seen this stream?
It's only the second one of your shows I've listened to.
Don't make me get dramatic.
All right, but anyway, talking about the cars are on it. I think that's what you're getting at. Reminds me that back when I was probably 7 years old, so about 13 years ago, me and my siblings made a Lord of the Rings parody called Lord of the Peanut Butter.
No, I know about this.
Lord of
You
the
put the peanut butter on your finger and you disappear. Off you reappear. I was the peanut butter golem.
Your old home movies are so creepy yet hilarious.
Oh, it gets creepier
What?
in two ways.
The peanut butter.
The peanut butter it was called. And I think lemon juice was given to the dwarves and mayonnaise to the men. The Dark Lord Liza, who was our sheep, poured the peanut butter in our silo, which was her dark tower.
Oh,
But anyway, it gets creepier.
no.
Thought of
It's like the
greatest
peanut of
costume.
Sauron.
I had the greatest costume. So everyone's getting ready to make the Lord of the Peanut Butter, and I come out and I go, guys, I have this great costume, and I'm wearing nothing but underwear with a couple of like dishcloths tucked into the front and back, so it's like a little loincloth. And I was Gollum.
I would have I would have done that, and then I would have just rubbed peanut butter all over myself, because I always go the extra
I was
mile.
getting peanut butter.
Oh,
I was getting peanut butter myself, and I was getting in the peanut butter. Let me explain
yes.
that. So
Yes.
we were filming a shot where I was talking about, Gollum sings the little song about the fish, so nice and cold, so juicy.
Yeah, the brook
sweet.
and pool is nice and cool. Yeah, that one.
Yes. So I was singing that about the peanut butter, and I was eating the peanut butter as I did this, and the camera's zooming in on the peanut butter, and you see a huge, like twice the size of a raindrop of saliva just drip.
This sounds like something that I would make now. This sounds like something that I would make currently.
And then later in the movie, at the end, what we decide to do to destroy the peanut butter is we're like, why don't we just eat it? So we're eating it, and
They
everyone's
cannibalize
eating the
Sauron.
peanut butter. We're eating the peanut butter in which I drooled.
Oh yes, this is definitely something that I would do. I want to hang out with John. I'm gonna do a sequel. I'm gonna. Okay, look. If you don't mind, I'm gonna do a sequel. It's gonna be called Lord of the Nutella.
Oh,
Nutella.
yes. It's
Or no, wait. No, wait. Would it be like? No, maybe I should do the Hobbit instead, but just like put a Nutella spin on it.
Yeah,
The Hobbit and unexpected Nutella.
Yeah.
peanut butter.
The battle of the five margarine. It's just like the Lord of the Rings. You won't even know the difference. That's Peter Jackson's pitch.
Well,
I didn't even know he was directing that until like the last minute.
Well, originally Guillermo del Toro was going to direct it, but he had to drop out to film something else, I think.
At least it wasn't Gore Verbinski.
I like Gore Verbinski.
Oh, but you don't. Oh, never mind.
I
do.
referencing to something else.
Okay, fine.
remember, Orion, I showed you, this is the Ask the Ninja video on Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
Okay, actually, do you even know how the Pirates of the Caribbean script was written?
No, me
They
and
actually
John,
did-
we both
they-
really
no,
like
they
Pirates of
actually-
the Caribbean. It's just
No,
the video's
but listen,
funny.
I'm trying to tell you this.
Pirates
Pirates of the Caribbean did not have a script. They only wrote half of it, and then they made the rest up halfway through.
Oh, it's true?
Yeah, it is true.
Because in the video, Liam.
No, it's
Like,
true. Now I don't know when they ran out of script, but they actually did end up having they were just writing pages as they went along like crazy because they had run out of time to write the script, and they had already started filming. So it really is actually most of it's just made up, within the first like weeks, and then they'd film it.
I still think
So-
it's a really great movie.
it like.
So, it is a great movie.
That's why I like
but-
Gore Verbinski's style. It's so over the top and it's just ridiculous, but it's so much fun to watch.
but
I don't really care if it's
actually
realistic
really
or not.
hilarious that that's actually what happened because for anyone
No,
that's
yeah,
in on the joke
yeah.
with me and LQ, let me see if I can do my Ask a Ninja impression voice. So, the way that they wrote the script for this movie is I think they loaded about 4 to 5 different screenplays into a shotgun.
It's
Like someone like PA around to just like piece it together. And then
That's so
that,
true.
like halfway through the movie, and they're just like, and then today this shows up, and they're pirates.
But see, that's pretty much how it worked. Minus the shotgun, they probably did have a PA running around getting scripts from the writers because there were multiple writers on it. I think it wasn't just one. So yeah,
Oh.
that's actually that is kind of ironic.
All right,
Oh,
John.
that is a great video, by the way.
It is. Check out Ask a Ninja for those who want to see it themselves. We're going to have to kick you off now, John, because we promised other people we'd take calls as well. But
Hey, but
no,
I'm-
you should do other
but I'm
things
so
with us.
great.
We'll do other things.
Yeah, maybe you can actually sit in for an entire show someday.
Yeah,
All
maybe,
right, well,
maybe.
You guys, everyone who's listening to this, come and subscribe to my channel.
You don't
What's-
have a
what's-
channel.
No.
What, are you just trolling them? They're just gonna go search out.
He barely uses the internet. He doesn't have a channel.
Wait, you can't kick me off. I quit.
Kick him. Go. We were gonna prepare Rickroll music, but we just did not have the time.
Yeah, we totally didn't have the time.
Also, for any context, there we go.
All right, that should keep us away from the copyrights.
It should a little bit. For any context, though, Ask a Ninja is like really old school YouTube. I think it's like what 2000.
Oh,
when was
really
this?
old,
2000
yeah.
2007,
It's like
2008.
that's like classic YouTube.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone's listening to the stream, tell me how our audio levels are too, because I can adjust that, but I can't hear the stream because obviously I'm on the stream.
OQ is deaf. What he does is he has his mom stand next to the headphones, and she gives him sign language.
How would
How
that
does
work?
plot-
Would you be able to
plot
podcast? If one of
twist.
us went deaf, would we be able to continue doing channel stuff?
If you're yeah, I actually think we could. If you just get a look, like what is it? Is it X Factor or America's Got Talent? There's a singer that dang it, I can't remember what her name is, but she's deaf. Amazing singer, but she's totally deaf. But yeah, you definitely could probably still keep doing this. Now, if you went blind, game over. No more. I couldn't be friends with you
Here's the-
anymore. I
You know-
literally couldn't be friends with you anymore because you'd be blind. You couldn't.
Wait, why you can't be friends with a blind person?
No, I could. No, not like I'm friends just towards blind people. I'm just saying the way that we communicate is because it's
Matt.
all over chat.
You can totally do text chat still if you're blind. There, Discord has text to speech built in actually.
Man, I'd really love to hear like the Stephen Hawking voice dictate all the random stuff that we talk about on chat to LQ, I think LQ, you'd want to just like you'd want to hang yourself or something after listening to that for so long. It'd be pretty bad.
I mean, there are better text-to-speech programs than that.
Does Stephen Hawking has he updated his?
I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, no, I think you could still do stuff. I wonder how like building Lego sets would be if you're blind. I mean, in one,
You'd be trying to build Lego, but you'd be like reading all secret codes in Braille on the Lego pieces.
Well, the Lego pieces are all distinct shapes, so think about it. You could build your own mocks. Actually, that might be pretty enjoyable for a blind person, actually, because it's a lot of feeling.
I would really be jealous of just the sheer skill it would take for like someone blind to make this like a amazing mock or something. Just the fact that they can build better than you and they're blind.
Yeah, I wonder if there are any blind Lego fans in the community.
If anyone knows, let us know, because I really want to see that now.
I mean, there's blind artists, isn't there?
Well, yeah, there are blind artists too. Well, look, but there's also dolphin and elephant artists, so I'm not gonna like set the bar too high unless they're not painting abstract. But there are.
Let me see if there's any
artists.
non-abstract blind artists. Yeah, there's a lot of non-abstract stuff here. John Bramblett seems to be one, and he seems to be able to draw stuff. I'm not going to link it to you because you have about as much context as the people listening in. Next time we do the show, there'll be pictures.
Yeah, there will be pictures, and there will be a lot more Rick Ashley, hopefully.
I just wanted to confirm everything actually works for this first show.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was pitching this to you because I didn't pitch the whole thing though. You're not a big anime fan, are you?
No.
No, you're not. So what I was thinking is, for one episode, what we could do is I could pick something totally appropriate to watch. That's not sarcastic. I mean totally appropriate to watch. You could watch one episode on this BCC late night show with commentary.
Okay, there might be an issue. YouTube is not going to like us playing anime in a live stream.
What? YouTube? Why? No.
Yeah, unless it's like so obscure that no one copyrighted it.
I could do that. I like that obscure stuff.
Boy.
No, yeah, maybe. I think that would be interesting. It's coming from someone who really likes that sort of thing. I'd be interested to see your live commentary on it.
I mean, that would probably be pretty interesting. Really, it's just the normal anime tropes I have such an issue with.
Why do you just not like it? Why?
Like, okay, the personality most of the characters have just annoys me.
Because, well, actually, that is most of it, though. A lot of anime is just total trash, about like 80-90% of it, because it's really hard to make a good show. But most of the characters are just total archetypes.
And I hate, like, the thing where they all get big eyes or stuff, or when they get angry, there's always those tropes.
Okay, well, yeah, that is... But, see, the stuff I like is more the original stuff, not really big... Because, okay, in Japan, it's not like they make a ton of money off of these shows, because a lot of shows are actually just pirated in the US, mainly because they're just not marketed too well, and the accessibility isn't that great, and if you want to buy something, you have to spend like $50-$60 on a Blu-ray with only like 12 episodes on it, and it's insane to actually make something, and it also takes so long as well. I think one movie called Redline, which I recommend people check out if they like racing stuff, took 7 years to make, and it bankrupted the studio. And then, yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's
obviously
amazing.
not a masterpiece if they bankrupt them. It didn't even keep them afloat. It's a total business failure.
No, the movie is a masterpiece. It didn't sell so well because just people. You have to see in anime. You have to market to extremely niche groups. Yeah, whatever. You have either your big broader scope, which is like I don't know, just regular teenagers or whatever, all their cute stuff. You have that, And then you have where you have to market towards the extremely dedicated groups that are like really hardcore about all their stuff, and you end up pandering and like sacrificing a lot of artistic vision to create something that'll make money. And as a result, you keep getting like the same sort of things over and over and over and over again, and it really oversaturates the market. It's not like they want to make these shows, but because of just, and I don't think isn't Japan like it's not really in the greatest financial state right now, at least for
I don't
the
know
animation
much
market.
about that.
If Chris was here, he'd know. Chris from Goldbrick Productions, by the way, he went to, he's actually my cousin. He went to Japan a bit ago to study language there or something, I think. Yeah, he was on the channel quite a bit ago, actually.
Yes.
Had some good stuff. The Conspiracy Show, as a lot of you guys have seen, I think.
All right. The reason I'm not talking is we're trying to bring in our next caller.
Oh, okay.
So it seems Toa Geki has been selected as our next caller.
Let's welcome Toa Geki.
Well, not yet. I've got to actually
Not
give
yet.
him.
Well, let's hype up the entrance here. Let's get
All right,
ready.
Geki has
to
the role. He can
rumble.
join in. But I guess we'll have to fill the air until then.
Well,
Honestly, filling the air hasn't been that hard tonight, though. That's why we were doing this. We're pretty good at filling dead air.
I think so. I don't. You better than me. I still have to adjust to do this live. I'm so not used to getting my voice.
To interacting
there.
with people with
Yeah.
technology.
Yeah, I'm really not used to it. Like up until a bit ago, I'd maybe spoken regularly to only about 15 people in about 2 years in real life. Just the same 15 people. As weird as that sounds. So it's just, man, it's like shaking out of it.
Well, it seems Geki went offline. I'm not sure why he sent in a question.
Nope, and now Jazer says he stands corrected.
Okay, I guess we're not taking a call now because our staff only provided me with one question. I'm talking about Leo.
Leo is
Oh, Mace is on it too.
Leo is our MVP. Oh wait, here we
Mace
go.
found
Geki.
someone.
No, wait, no.
Do you want to
I
take
don't
that
know.
one that Mace got? Oh,
Yeah.
Geki got in. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, Toa Geki here. It says Gokai Geki on our chat
Gokai
now.
Geki. Yes.
And how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
This is amazing. Finally interacting with fans. I can actually absorb all the adulation, from audio now. This is great.
So, what is your question?
Well, first I helped you guys meet, but then someone showed me a link to a podcast about that. So then I asked, do you think that they should stay with the Star Wars construction sets, or do you think they should try something new and original for construction?
Alright, so should they stick with Star Wars construction, or should they try something new and original?
New and original. I'm always for new and original.
I think...
I've seen way too. I've just seen way too much Lego Star Wars. I don't own a ton of Lego Star Wars, but I've just seen just Lego Star Wars all the time. I'd really like to see something new.
See, I'm actually saying, as the market stands right now, Lego should not do another construction theme, most likely.
As a market sense, okay, yeah, I agree with you there, as well.
It's-
Well,
We've...
business, from business standpoint, it makes sense to go Star Wars. It's safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Star Wars is definitely safe. And
Uh,
though the ones with
my
heads
only
apparently don't
complaint,
sell
though-
so well.
My only complaint though is because the new movies just do not have a lot of variety in their design. Like they're extremely boring. Like to look, in my opinion, they're extremely boring to just look at. I don't really know how you can make sets off them. Lego's just kind of gonna be scraping the bottom of the barrel to come up with anything for it, really.
There are cool ones too, like Boba Fett's coming out next year, which I'm looking forward to.
Well, I mean, like of
Yeah,
the new movies
Yeah, the
based
new-
off of.
The new
With
movies
the
don't
new-
have as much to base off
Is
of.
it going to be color Jenga?
Sorry, you're kind of breaking up. It's kind of hard to get what you're saying.
Is it just going to be recolored with Jenga Fett, or is it going to be different?
Well, I only know it by name. I haven't actually seen pictures of it because I don't look at leaks.
I have held the actual set, and it was given to me personally by Greg Farshchi on a rainbow-colored Pegasus. and it's amazing, honestly.
Are you done, Orion?
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I'd love for them to do something original construction, though. You know, honestly, I'm not sure I'm really wanting to collect more construction at this point.
How, how much space do you have for all this Lego that you buy all the
I
time?
have one IKEA shelf, basically.
All of that.
I showed you've seen where I store all my Lego. I showed
No,
you.
but it looks really full. Though.
It
I mean,
is
it's a
very
good
full.
shelf. It looks like a good shelf. But
No, there was.
it just-
Remember that one bin had a lot of room in it still.
Okay, fine. Okay, you have one bin.
And
Okay. Oh, wait. All right. Here's a good question for you, Geki. If you were stranded on an island and you only had one bin, let's say you could just live off the island, comfortably or whatever, and you only had one bin, what Lego would you put into it that you own or that you want?
All the construction.
see,
Okay, fair enough.
construction to me, construction is a little bit harder to store, and I'm going to sound like a total AFOL here, but it doesn't combine as well with other Lego sets. So I'm just way more into system at this point, and like I never bought any Hero Factory either. I didn't buy
I did.
construction for. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you definitely did. You just bought some actually, but I didn't buy any
Yes,
construction
yeah.
throughout those years. I was a Bionicle fan. I've never really been just a construction fan, honestly. So
I could like count on my hands and toes because it's over 10 the amount of Lego sets that I bought personally.
Here, he can like perfectly blend construction system together.
no, I'm not going to deny you can blend construction and system together. You totally can. It's just not as easy.
I just don't think it looks as good either. You can combine it, but I just don't think it looks as convincing.
You
It's
have to
just
be
easy.
pretty talented in how you do it too.
You would have to be a blind mocker of the highest pedigree to actually pull that off well.
See, my thing now really is, honestly, it's still in the vein of constructions. I love collecting minifigures now, especially I'm trying to collect, every single Ninjago minifigure.
I remember I came over and you were tantalizing me. You were just like, "Here, Ryan, hold this rare minifigure that I got. Here, you want to see another cool one? Here's another one. All right, now hold these. Let me show you these other ones."
See, what is great about minifigures, though, is you talk about the space issue. They take up... Sorry, what was that?
Doesn't the Ninjago movie come out tomorrow?
It came out today, actually. I saw it today, actually.
My theater wasn't playing it today,
No, spoiler.
actually.
Your theater wasn't
It'll-
playing it? Huh.
No. It'll be playing it tomorrow. They had something for the Ninjago movie, but it was like a screener or something. You couldn't book tickets for it, and it only appeared today. It was like a premium something that
That's
I'm
weird.
not sure what it was. I don't know. I don't really like the theater that I have. I have to travel like 40 minutes to get to it too. So
No,
whenever
but
I go, I make sure to see like 3 movies in a row.
yeah, I saw it, though, and I thought it was pretty good. We'll talk about more in depth on our next podcast. Not the one that's coming out on Monday, but the one coming out the following week because we record on Thursday.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you, Geki, for your question, and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
You can all cry.
All right, he didn't keep talking like John, so we have to rickroll him. All right,
Yeah.
45
Well-
minutes into the stream. What do you want to get on to now?
Okay, what I want to get on to now, man, I thought it would be much more energetic because it's only 8:46.
We can be more
Here.
energetic.
We
I said that, and then I started to burp at the same time, so it got all messed up.
all messed up. We'll see. Like unlike most, well, no, I guess like I don't know who am I to judge.
Honestly,
I had work today. I was weeding in a yard. Ugh. Yeah, for like 6 hours straight. So I'm a little bit tired.
It's hot here, actually. I just remembered I never turned off my fan because I'd die
it's
during
not.
this stream if not. This isn't meant to be the most high quality thing anyways. It's very casual.
laid back.
Yeah, this is-
we should.
This isn't going
Yeah.
to be live on our channel after we're done. It's going unlisted.
Yeah, it'll be unlisted. But don't worry, we'll probably relist like the stuff when we actually get the pictures up and we get the hang of stuff. So
Yeah, eventually we will relist some of these, but right now, like I said, this is very much a test first episode. Because we have
Again,
a lot of plans.
many plans.
Oh boy, you're saying we're not high energy enough now, you're yawning.
Sorry, I don't have any sugar nearby, and I don't want to leave to go get sugar.
No, leave to go get sugar. I'll stall the audience.
What? Okay, well, wait. No, man, I feel really bad for saying that because it's not like we even have. We have like an actual bag of sugar, and we don't have any of because we.
Oh
have to
yeah,
go
our mom's
to the
really
shop.
into health food, isn't she?
Yeah, we got some quinoa or whatever. We got some kale in the fridge, carrots, some almond butter.
Kale isn't bad if you cook it, actually.
I actually like it raw. I don't mind it. I eat healthy.
Well,
I have a
thing-
can of salmon every day.
Raw kale isn't very
Every
good
day.
for you, actually. Human can't digest that.
I see. I like that's isn't it like a huge debate? Can you digest like non-cooked? Like, I'm sure Leo would disagree with you. I'm open to suggestion.
Wow.
But
I
What?
choked on nothing.
just thinking about raw kale, just like balled up inside.
No,
of
I
your
think
throat.
I think I like inhaled some water, and it just
From-
got to my esophagus. I don't know. Actually,
Let-
no. Your esophagus starts at the top. Never mind. Just like my windpipe is where it got to.
We will now just listen to the sounds of nature as LQ coughs for 4 minutes.
See, it's easier to mute myself on the podcast.
Oh, Leo is like, Orion, you need to cook your kale. We are not cows. We do not have 4 stomachs. No, Leo, but cows have 2 stomachs, not 4.
But wait, no, cows have 4 stomachs.
No, they have 2 stomachs.
No, cows have 4 stomachs.
No. See, a squid, like a big monster squid, has 4 hearts. Cows only have 2 stomachs. I'm pretty sure they have the
No.
stomach that they eat and then regurgitate, and then they they re-eat it, right?
No, you're wrong. They have 4 stomachs. And what does a squid even have to do? Look, I gave you a link in the late night show call-in chat, actually, but
I
If you
just
Google it-
proven wrong. Are you sure that they have 4 stomachs? They're not big stomachs then.
Wait. yes, Orion, it's 4 stomachs. How did you not know that?
I was told that they were just 2 stomachs.
Did the Mennonites tell you that?
I don't know. The Mennonites do weird things with cows sometimes. So 4 stomachs.
Yes, it's 4
Many
stomachs.
people who've never been near a dairy farm have heard that cows have 4 stomachs. It's. I've been on a dairy farm. I worked on a dairy farm. I just didn't like shove my hand down a cow's throat and feel around for 4 stomachs.
You know, we
milking a
should-
cow though for the first time is a really weird experience.
Should we go and talk about some of your backstory now, or do you think we are too late into this to do that?
Well, I don't know. It's not like we're on a time limit or anything.
All right,
I
yeah,
mean, when do you have-
let's like, give a section of that, then we'll take another caller.
Okay, so to start, we
In
have
a
to start.
time
Wait,
before time.
on
in a
the
galaxy
mysterious,
far, far away.
yeah, on the mysterious state, in the mysterious state of Idaho.
Oh, we're not starting in Canada.
No, because the story starts before that. The story actually starts with my parents. I have to give some context here, and it may be a little bit boring at first, but trust me, it picks up. Well, okay, so my grandparents, but I'll condense it. Okay, I promise. My grandparents met. Okay, with my dad. My grandfather was Ukrainian. I don't know if that has any bearing on it. That's why I have all my hair and haven't gone bald. That's the only reason.
This is the condensed version. You're already giving us
Okay.
useless details.
Shh, you ruined the mystique.
That's
Or
what I'm
whatever
trying
that
to
I'm
do.
about to ruin. So okay, they meet on one day. They get married on the first day. Okay, and then they have 9 kids. And my grandfather is a tree topper slash miner, and he really likes Canada. So he goes up to Canada, and he goes off the coast of Vancouver. No, he goes off the island of Vancouver. You know, if you look on a map, it's right up, heading up towards Alaska, right off to the left of the Canadian peninsula, or whatever. Not peninsula, the coast. goes to the Canadian coast of that area, and he sets up camp on this old logging place that's called Genesee Bay. And so anyway, he stays up there. He lives up there, and his wife and 9 kids come up every summer. And anyway, they really like it up there. That's great and all. Then the grandfather dies of lung cancer, and they don't go up there anymore.
Again, do you really need to say what he died from?
Well, it's the story. You gotta get the details here.
You just said this was the specified version.
Well, I just skipped a whole generation, so now we're going to the next one. Okay, so now the kids grow up, and you have my mom. Okay, my mom and her brother Pete, and they decide to invest in Genesee Bay and open it up as a marina for tourists. So Pete or whatever, it's not his real name. It could be his real name. You don't know. He invests into this place, and since it's owned by the First Nations or the Indians, they don't like to be called. He has to pay lease on it or whatever. So he invests on this. He sets it up, and okay. So sorry. Now we're going out of chronological order. I was born maybe 7 years prior to this. Okay, so I'm 7 years old, and during these 7 years, I have grown up in this tiny little community on top of a hill in the middle of nowhere in Idaho, surrounded by Mennonites. And Mennonites are, like, if you know what Amish are, Mennonites are like more scientifically advanced than the Amish. And they're very strict, very, very strict people. And it's not like you get a lot of outlet to express yourself. They watch you all the time. It's just very nerve-wracking. So anyway, I was kind of raised in that environment. I didn't get to meet people. I talked to a lot of people, so I was very antisocial. And then my mom gets this great idea. Let's go up into the middle of nowhere in Canada, where you can't get access to this place unless you fly over about 30-40 miles of sea in a float plane, or you go in a water taxi across giant waves. So we head up to Canada, and that is where I would spend the next 6 years.
And
next
that's where you
6
played Lego
years of my
Universe,
life.
right?
Yes, but to get to that, a long, painful journey. And in Canada, we worked like crazy to restore that place into being a full running resort. When we got there, totally dilapidated. There were some old log float houses left over from loggers. There was the wildlife problem. We would have black bears that would come into our yard, and they would just sit there, and they would just eat grass. And if you tried to scare them off, they'd kind of like run at you until you went away. So we just kind of had to leave them alone. And in the winter, we had timber wolves, and we didn't have any
In other
dogs.
words, this place should not have been inhabited by humans.
We're little kids.
Yeah, especially little kids.
So,
like, you see those
you know,
signs in the beaches in Florida that say,
Yeah.
warning alligators, keep away pets and young children.
Well, so we had that, and then we also, the only way we could get fresh water, because we were on the coast, the only water that was really there was either rainwater, which would run off, or you would have the seawater, which we were like right where, right where we were in this bay.
So you
basically.
lived off seawater.
No. We lived off the dew of the universe. No, what
it's
we
not
did
the dew
is
of the
there was-
universe, it's the energy of the universe.
Sorry. No, okay, yeah, from Kung Fu Panda, it's the dew, it's dew from the single drop of dew from a ginkgo leaf and the energy of the universe. Yes. Shush. Well, actually, yes, it was miserable.
Is the dew
Bricklebot
from the
face.
universe then just like dew all over the universe? Like, not even just dew on Earth, but like all
I don't
every
know.
planet?
It's the entities sweating. That's what it is. So, the way we would get our water is there's a creek, I don't know, about a mile or something from where we were, and we had a reservoir tank sitting up at the head of the creek, and with this 5-gallon bucket adjacent to where this narrow stream of creek would run into this bigger stream, and we had a piece of really thick black poly pipe that would run from 5-gallon bucket, which would act like a siphon or a suction cup, kind of, and would run into this really big tank, which would fill. And when it got to a certain point, then it would pour water out into this other piece of poly pipe, which was 2,000 feet long and ran around, along the shore. And that's what we had set up first. We had to replace it once during the winter, and it was pouring rain, and we had to carry this big plastic tank down down the creek. We were in the creek, and there were icicles all hanging off the creek and stuff, and there was all these noises and stuff, and we had to roll this giant container, this other one, up the creek as it's flowing down. We had to replace that, and then
I'm gonna be honest. The longer you go on about how you collect water, the more I'm drifting off.
okay, fine. Let me get to the interesting part. We were newbies at this. We didn't know that you were supposed to submerge your pipes, and grizzly bears and black bears love the taste of pipe.
Wait,
So
they
they
love
would
the taste of pipe.
Poly pipe, yeah. To them, I guess it tastes like licorice. Anyway, they'd chew on our pipes and bust it, and then we wouldn't have water. They'd have to collect rainwater.
I did not know that bears like the taste of pipe.
Not like lead pipe.
I know.
It's a plastic pipe.
Yeah, like PVC.
Yeah.
Bears eat PVC.
Well, they don't eat it. They just love to chew on it. I don't know why. It's like dogs and their toys.
Huh.
And okay, so we had to fix that problem, and we didn't have a dog either. That was really bad. So we meet up with this little Vietnamese war veteran guy who gives us this dog for free, and a cat.
No.
And anyway, we get this dog. Oh man, I love this dog. He was a great dog. And we also got some chickens as well. But the chickens was a mistake because, well, also we were idiots. Wolves were. There's no other wildlife around except wolves and bears and cougars, and I'll get to that later. But eventually, the wolves just started kind of going around. We'd see them more often. It's because of the chickens. And I don't know if you know how wolves work. What they do is, if they find one source of prey, especially near like a human encampment, like a dog, what they'll do is they'll send in the beta, or just like one of the lead females in. No one else will go in. It'll be the female, and the female will lure off the dog into the woods where the other wolves will all gang up and they'll eat it. And anyway, one night we heard this with this barking outside our house that we had up on land. And we go outside, and we see this giant wolf, this female wolf, just dragging my dog by the scruff, and he's bleeding across the field. He's kind of struggling, limping, or whatever, trying to get away. I was like 10 at the time. And anyway, I think my dad got out a gun, and he shot the wolf in the rear end, and it ran off. And then my dog runs around, kind of confused. He comes back, and I go out to him, and he has his eye hanging out of his socket.
Oh, I remember that story.
He's all beat up and just all messed up, and like, man, that was really.
That reminds me of my van currently, because my brother hit a deer with it, and then the right turn signal now just hangs out on the side like a eye that fell out of someone's head.
You compare your van to my dog, and this is
John
the worst part.
His cat that got run over.
Dog. It's not even the worst that happened to my dog. We'll get to that later.
The dog survived.
Yeah, the dog.
You know what's funny?
The dog survived. I told you why.
I wasn't sure. Me, I thought. I heard this story before, but I didn't connect it with the other story. I thought maybe this was a different dog.
No, it's the same dog.
This is one of the first ever stories you told me on call, actually.
Really? Well, yeah. It's about to get worse. So. Anyway, the dog, we flew it out the next day, and it survived. But we spent a lot of money on it, and it came back missing an eye, obviously, like guts from Berserk. And, well, anyway, he was kind of mentally damaged after that. He kind of just, he was really, overly happy, kind of stupid. He had a really poor sense of balance. He ran up the walkway we had, because we had a walkway on land that ran down a slope, and then we had a cement slab right where the shore came on, and then we had another walkway which went down the cement slab to the float, and we had it adjusted so it would raise and lower with coming in of the tide. So the dog runs up that, and as soon as he gets to the cement slab, he runs off the edge. It falls off because he can't see that well, and he has no balance, so he just bruises himself. And yeah, poor guy. And our cat, well, we had two cats. One of them eventually, I don't know, it just ran off. And then later on, we found, well, no, our dog drags up this perfectly preserved skeleton of this cat. And then we realized, oh, okay, that's what happened. So to survive, you kind of had to be really tough. So anyway, that goes on. I don't know.
Is this a good place to pause for now?
Yeah, this is about where I get into Lego Universe and Bionicle and stuff. So we can pause now, right after the really morbid dog story. But trust me, it gets much worse.
So, I'd just like to remind anyone listening who may have just tuned in that we are taking call-ins. If you have a question or comment related to something we've been talking about tonight, please go on our Discord server. There's a channel there called Late Night Show Call-In, and you can post your questions. If we think it's interesting enough, we will invite you in. Also, a lot of people have been posting questions concerning pictures. Keep in mind, not everyone watching the stream will be able to see those pictures, so we can't really comment on them on the stream. And yeah,
I think, yeah, we can probably get a couple more callers in, I think, if anyone tries to call.
let's see if we've been given any good questions by our staff.
Yeah, a brick about face. The dog went through something way worse, Ron. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just, you kind of have to laugh after so many, like, miserable things happen, just to get through it. Yeah. I'm definitely not, like, the funniest person in the BCC, but I am the edgiest. So,
Okay, you like to pretend to be edgy.
I'm not edgy at all. Am I? I don't know.
Well,
I pretend.
You're only edgy sometime when you get in a really bad mood, but then it's just like an annoying type of edgy.
Oh, wow, I'm annoying. This is great. I learned the truth, finally.
I mean, not like a real edgy. You could never pull that off.
Well, no, that would just be cringy. I can't, yeah, I'm not gonna do, like, real. No, this is real. This is real life. This is the real stuff.
Alright, let's take Bricko Botface in for a question.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm really
Alright.
interested what he has to say.
Let's add him to the call-in, and alright, he's gonna be coming in. No, I'm not doing that.
Let's see, I think some of my family got back. They were out having dinner. So if you hear anything in the back, that's the sound of unprofessionalism.
Wait, it's 9 o'clock there.
Yeah.
Who
What,
eats
you
dinner
don't
at
eat?
9 o'clock?
Well, if you go out to eat, haven't you ever gone out to eat and you come back late?
But yeah, then why are you eating dinner? Oh, they came back from eating dinner.
Yeah.
I thought you meant they were eating dinner at 9 o'clock because they just got home.
No, well, I mean, I usually eat dinner around 9, but
I mean, when I have class, like night classes, I will usually eat 2 dinners, one at like 5:30 and then one at 11. Because, that's a long time to go without food.
like it's not second breakfast, it's second dinner.
Yeah, and depending on how long the class is, like if it's a really intense class, I will eat a lot when I come back. Like, basically the equivalent of 3 meals for me, and I don't usually eat that much.
You know, like, do you ever eat like a really big plate of something? Or are you just like a light eater,
Generally, I'm a pretty light eater.
you think?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say I'm a heavy eater or, I mean,
Alright, BreckoBotFace is in, so let's get his question.
oh, okay, this is great.
Bricko, unmute yourself, please.
He said give me a second, so maybe just a bit.
Ah, the height of professionalism. We need an operator.
Also, I just now realized I have my personal, not personal, but I just have like what I usually have as my Discord avatar, Gordon Freeman.
Yeah, I have my normal Discord avatar too. Like, so this is a casual show.
Well, yours looks like much more professional than mine does.
Well, I mean, I drew mine myself.
Let's leave that in there so you'll look cool and intelligent. How much light do I eat? I don't know. If you live off the energy of the unit, like, how much light do you think Poe consumes every day to keep up that girth?
Light.
Yeah.
I seriously don't even know how to
Does
bounce off that.
does light weigh anything? I don't think it does.
No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Technically,
Leo
if
was
you
into physics, he'd know, but I am
like
cyber
if you could make
defense.
if you could condense like this hugely condensed ball of light rays, would it be a ball, or would it just be something you could collapse, or would you just go through it?
Well, that's why we have Google.
Dear Google, um, it don't. Well, Leo answered it don't.
All right. Thank you,
I believe
Leo.
you. It's
All
a
right.
wave.
BrickoBotFace still hasn't been able to respond. Is there anyone else we have for questions and call-ins?
He's still trying to connect. That's what he's doing. You
Where are
snooze,
you
you
getting these
lose.
messages from him?
On live chat. On YouTube.
Oh, YouTube. I'm not paying any attention to the YouTube chat.
You're not? Oh,
No.
that's wrong. That's where we're getting a ton of comments, actually. Most of them are just Leo. Right now.
I was debating actually whether or not I even want to include a YouTube chat for this because we have the Discord already.
I don't know. Like, I feel like, are we getting more? I think we're getting much more traffic on the YouTube thing.
Discord was at first, but surprised not many people are not as many people are on as I thought would be. Now, have we had that discussion about eating? I'm really hungry.
What are you gonna eat after this? I'm gonna eat.
I have no idea. It's probably going to be really early in the morning by the time we're finished.
Uh-oh.
And whatever I can get quietly, most likely.
Make some popcorn.
I went to I ate like 3 buckets of popcorn already today. I don't want more popcorn.
No, it was a joke. You said you wanted to make something quietly. So
I know, but
you're fine. It wasn't funny then.
technically there's popcorn already popped too, so.
What, you guys have like a bag or
No,
something?
it's like 6 days old, and there's leftover from the movie theater too.
Movie theater popcorn, leftover movie theater popcorn is the best.
It is pretty good.
Okay, that's one of the things I really love leftovers. Chinese food and
Really,
movie theater
Chinese food?
popcorn.
I'm actually really not big on Chinese food leftovers.
No, wait, sorry, not leftover Chinese food. I meant like takeout Chinese food. That's what I meant. Not leftover. No, it's only good if you just order it and you eat it and it's takeout. I don't like eating Chinese food in a restaurant. I only like it when it's takeout.
What's the difference?
I don't know. I think it's the atmosphere. I like curling up on a couch and just like taking a fork and just like eating out of the box, just like as I watch
There's
something.
been very few times I've actually eaten Chinese food in a restaurant.
Leo says he's never liked theater popcorn.
Well, yeah, Leo,
Burn him
you
at the
wouldn't.
stake.
No, I
Burn him
love
at the stake.
theater popcorn is so great. Like I was thinking, like, you know, I've got my whenever I go to theater, we get concessions, which I don't always do, but I get the cherry slush and popcorn, and I put lots and lots of artificial butter on it.
Wait, you get to put the butter on it?
Yeah, I remember you were there. They had the butter dispenser out there.
Wait, no, I may have been in the bathroom while you were doing that, or something. I don't remember you doing that.
Yeah,
I've actually never ever been able to put my own butter on popcorn.
Most of the
I
theaters
always have to
around
ask them.
here, like the other theater I've been to too, they also have that.
Man, I really want to go. I really want to move to Michigan.
Butter. And some people don't like the artificial butter, but I love
Hey,
it.
wait. Did you guys tell the Mace story about butter?
No, we should have Mace on if we tell that. I think we did. We mentioned it on the podcast several times, actually.
Okay. Yeah. Well, see, Leo asked, why get artificial butter when you can smuggle some Irish butter? But
You can't.
can you tell the difference if it is Irish? If it's Irish artificial butter.
Oh, hey, BrickoBotFace is in now, and you're gonna want to turn off the stream because you're getting a big echo on your end.
Yeah, I can. Well, I love the sound of my voice, so.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
There
hear
we
you.
go. Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome.
So, what question do you have for us tonight?
Okay, let me find it. Alright, okay. What manner of construction sets would you prefer? Would you prefer, like... Okay, so there's different styles that they've gone through, like different manners of, the way that they've made things over the years.
Mhm.
2001, back in like the breakout era, the sets were like the action figures were simpler. They seemed to have more larger parts, and they seemed to be relatively cheaper for size. The more modern sets, on the other hand, such as like the G2 Toa, the Uniters, some of the Star Wars action figure sets, they are loaded with exceptional detail, lots of technique, lots of small parts, very buff or just cool, but they have pretty inflated prices, many of them.
Hmm.
Which manner of set would you prefer?
Alright, so which manner of sets would I prefer? I'm gonna mute you
Would you
quick because we're
prefer
getting
the
kind of
more
feedback
would
on
you
your end.
prefer the more toy-like sets or the more like display models?
Ooh,
Alright, so
I guess you
you're gonna
go
have to mute
first.
you, like I said, because they're having feedback. But I actually very much prefer the G2 Wave 2 mostly, actually, because I think they're going the right direction there. But I like having a good building experience with my figures. I like lots of pieces and lots of, custom torsos, which the Uniter Toa did really well. And I was hoping they would expand upon that if Bionicle had continued. More like G1 aesthetic type pieces, because I don't like the CCPS aesthetic that much, honestly. I know a lot of people do. It's perfectly fine. I don't like it.
Well, honestly, I don't really have a ton of experience with this. I did enjoy the first wave of G2. I wasn't really too interested in all the other stuff, but I don't know why, but I really like they weren't designed well or anything, but I liked the feel of of some of the Hero Factory stuff. Some of them actually did have decent color schemes. I
Some of them
thought.
were. Like, I actually really like the Breakout Wave sets.
Yeah, and I like if it would have just been fleshed out a bit, the story and the builds, I think they actually would have made like really cool looking sets. I'd like to see something similar to that actually. I don't really like the construction stuff now too much, really. I really enjoyed some of the stuff Hero Factory was promising or the potential of it.
See,
I'd like to see more stuff like that.
I just didn't like that really sleek aesthetic Hero Factory had. I prefer, like, I loved the second wave of G2 because it brought back, like, all the more detailed pieces, which there's a big part of the community that didn't like that, too, but I personally loved it. Like, those Uniter G2 Wave 2 sets are my favorite Bionicle sets.
Well, I think
You think what?
I was saying I was just gonna make a small comparison. I think the Bionicle community is kind of a bit like the Star Wars community. Anything new that comes out, they're just gonna they hate
Here's the thing.
Star Wars.
They
Star
hate-
Wars fans hate Star Wars.
Yeah, there's definitely an aspect of that in the Bionicle community. They
Yeah.
also hate it because there were a lot of pistons on the chest plate. I'll give them that, like way too many.
Wait, the chest plate? Which chest plate?
The Uniter chest plate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because like those would make sense, but I love the small details. Again, some people say it's ugly. I don't agree. It's your preference, and I'm fine with it. But I would have, and I love the custom torsos too with the Uniter ones, as opposed to just even G1 did not have that great of custom torsos. The Unica build was basically 2 pieces. Everything before that was basically 1 piece. Orion?
Oh, I'm thinking.
You don't have time to think. We're on air.
Oh. Um.
No, seriously, we don't have time.
Wait. What are you talking about? Like Bricko's talking.
No, I muted him on my end, actually.
Oh, because I can still hear him.
Because he was giving feedback, so I had to mute him. I didn't realize just local muted him. Sorry about that, Bricko.
Well, whoops.
So what were you saying?
Yeah.
Okay, what was I saying? Okay, let me think. All right. So I like talking about the Anaka torsos. Anyway, I like how they're relatively smooth in such a way that you can add lots of stuff onto them. And I think the Uniter skeleton torso has this as well, which is why I like that piece. And honestly, those two parts go pretty well together, actually. Let's see. My main problem with the Uniter, like, armored torso is not the texture, it's the lack of connection joints. It has, like,
Oh, yeah,
one
because it only has one.
attach.
And to be fair, that wasn't my favorite part of it. I really liked more like the Uniter piece itself because that had a lot of connection points on it.
That piece, I love that piece.
Man, I need to get deep into the history of this stuff because I really am not sure
Yeah,
what a
we
lot
need to
of.
spend some time on Bricklink soon.
I need to be taught all this stuff. I need lessons. Because I mean, I've always been into Lego, but it's not like I ever got into Lego.
It's just like during the portion of our time where we were getting like more into like the AFOL detailed stuff. That was when you didn't have great internet.
Yeah, that was the dark. Some of the other portion of the Dark Ages there.
Yeah.
Probably won't get to that in this show, but
No, not this one. Next one probably. I don't know. I like again though. I really would love to see more just like fleshed out stuff that takes inspiration from what Hero Factory was starting. Because I'd buy that, and I bought all the G1 sets. I have I think one or two of the not G1 G2. I have
G2 Wave 1.
yeah, I have G2 Wave 1, that's what I mean. Sorry. And I have a couple sets from Wave 2 as well.
Which other ones did you buy? I mean, I sent you Pohatu, but what was it? Did you buy any others?
Yeah, I have Pohatu, and then I have I think it's Lua.
Liwa?
Liwa. I say
No one
Lua.
says Lua.
I say it.
No one says Lua.
Are you sure it's Lewa?
Liwa, yes, is the official pronunciation.
Liwa. Okay, fine, man. This makes me look really bad.
Yeah. There's people who say Lua, but those are the stupid people.
What about Vezon? Vezon or Vezon? I say Vezon. Because it's an E.
I forget which one of those is correct, actually. Let me unmute Bricko again. We'll let him get one more word in before we kick him off.
Uniter pieces are fun. They make a great they fit with CCVS and the in a way.
Mm-hmm.
And so they really are Uniter pieces.
I would have loved to see more pieces like that. Back would have continued too.
If you want a lousy G2G connection Siri, that's probably your best bet.
All right. Well, thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you. I really enjoyed it. I got to hear most of you, but no one else did. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, if you call in the future, though, it might be a good idea to have headphones.
Yeah, sorry, this is just like the first time, and
It's the first time for a lot on this show, so we appreciate it, though. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah.
yeah. See ya.
All right. Going back to the artificial butter, though, because I'm not off that.
You're not?
No, because artificial butter is so good.
I think artificial butter is good, but only if you're not going to compare it to butter.
Look, it's good for what it is, which is movie theater popcorn.
Yeah. Like, I don't expect movie theaters to spend, like, $6 on a block of butter. Like, organic or, like, natural butter or something. But, yeah, it's good on its own, but if you try to say that can replace butter...
No, it couldn't replace butter. It's only for popcorn, too.
See, though, I actually do like artificial butter on some toast sometimes.
Like margarine what is artificial butter in the movie theaters? I don't know, to be honest. It's not margarine, is it?
Probably are. Yeah, it probably is. No, wait. Actually, no, it might not be. There's a special, not a special, but there's a different type of butter
I just
that
assumed
they
it was
would
all
use.
chemicals. Okay, it's butter flavored oil.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. It's not margarine. It's
I
they
wouldn't
use a
think, because
different.
margarine has like no flavor at all, and that would be worthless.
No, I like margarine on toast though. But yeah, okay. So everyone is so we can clarify on this. We're not actually saying that margarine is good on movie theater popcorn.
No, margarine is not good on movie theater popcorn. Margarine is not good on anything.
Except on toast. I like it on toast.
Are you
sometimes.
talking about like normal margarine, or just I can't believe it's not butter type stuff?
Isn't margarine? I can't believe it's not butter.
No, I can't believe it's not
That's
butter.
what-
It's something totally different, actually.
No, but wasn't margarine the thing that had the catchphrase? I can't believe it's not butter.
No, I can't believe it's not butter had that catchphrase. That's the name of the product.
Man, this is as bad as like I don't know if do they sell it in the U.S. I haven't really looked for it, but it's called No Name Brand Peanut Butter.
I've never heard of that.
It's maybe a Canadian thing then. But yeah, they have a brand of peanut butter called No Name Brand Peanut Butter.
Um,
And
yeah, it seems I can't believe it's not
fake.
butter, is margarine.
It is?
I looked it up. Most people are asking if it's healthy, but I don't care about that.
So it is the catchphrase, or...
No, it's the catchphrase and it's the name of the product. You get it in a
Okay.
tub.
Because I always just thought margarine had the famous catchphrase. I
No,
can't believe it's not
margarine
butter.
isn't a brand product either. It's margarine is just a type of thing.
But because I
substance.
remember I've gotten... Oh, wait, is this true or not? Because I heard that margarine was actually invented by some of the scientists in Germany when Hitler asked them to develop a lightweight and long-lasting food source or something that the soldiers could take with them, and they came up with a substance that would later go on to become margarine.
No,
So if you don't like
margarine was
margarine,
invented
I
by a
don't know.
French chemist.
But was he in Germany working there at the time or two?
It was in 1869, so
Well, okay, wait, no, I meant like, I'm not sure. Wait, would it have been like the actual margarine then? I'm not sure if, because this sounds like one of the like really early.
no, that's when the name margarine came.
Pre-alpha.
They named it margarine then.
Really? Okay. I want. Is
There's
there
nothing
anything
about Nazi Germany in this Wikipedia article about
Wow, I
margarine. Who gave you this story?
I don't. Well, okay. Leo says margarine was popular during World War II and butter was being rationed. Okay, that may have been it. I don't know. I see. I don't. I don't have a lot of really good sources for this stuff. That's what I was asking. No Nazis in the butter experiments. Okay. Whew.
Man, now actually popcorn does sound kind of good, even though I ate so much. Like, I still have kind of, you know how you get a headache when you eat a lot of junk food?
Man, it's been so long since I've even had just junk food in general. Like, yeah, I think so.
You know, like really greasy junk food, I mean.
Oh, just yeah, I do get a headache if I eat way too much greasy food.
That's where I'm at right now, kind of. And I had like 3 cherry slushes.
Man,
They're so good.
how do you?
I love cherry flavored stuff.
Cause I have just such like a really plain, boring, like it doesn't have a lot in it type of diet. Like, I don't understand how you could have all this stuff.
Oh,
man.
because I love variety and stuff.
Hmm.
I eat all sorts. Like, I get bored of eating the same thing way too much. I need to
I
eat
do too.
so
It's just
many
like
things.
I have to have consistency, otherwise everything just falls apart for me. At least in my diet. So
No, you mean like mentally or biologically?
mentally and biologically, I don't like I can't function that well if I don't have a good balance of stuff. I found out.
Well, I mean, a balance of that's understandable, but I don't know about the consistency part.
Well, I guess just more mentally. I guess I just like to have some things because like
See, I'm
I
the
don't do a
total
lot of
opposite.
very consistent. Like a lot of things in my life aren't very consistent, so I like to at least keep like a few things like diet. There's that.
That's like the total opposite of me. Like, if I have something too much, I get really, really sick of it, and I like to have as much variety as possible, especially in what I eat.
See, it's not like I don't get sick of it. I actually am really sick of what I'm eating right now. It's just again, I just like to have consistency, even if I don't like what I'm eating.
Yep, this is definitely mental.
Yeah.
But no, like, you know what sounded great lately is sushi.
Yeah. No. But see, I'm not hungry at all because I'm like snacking on corn tortillas and
How do you keep that away from the mic?
it's magic. It's my talent. It's my gift.
But yeah, I really want sushi. Like, seafood is definitely my favorite food.
Actually, from what I've heard from people that are actually from Japan, sushi in like some high class restaurants is a little different than sushi you can get at some train stations in Japan. Actually,
It is different, or it's not different.
it's not too different actually, because a lot of commercialized what you would say is like American, Japanese, or Chinese food or whatever
Yeah.
isn't really the more high class stuff. Even the stuff they do serve in some higher tier, I guess you could say, restaurants.
Yeah,
Like, I'd love to just go to like I'd like to actually just get like the authentic made like the higher class in Japan. I'd love to try
I'd
that
like
stuff
to try
out.
that too.
And I'm so sick and tired of when you get wasabi and it's not wasabi and it's just green dyed horseradish.
It's still good, but
I think it's okay, but it's like it ruins the authenticity. It's a lie, just like the cotton candy, you know. Oh, okay. I want a wasabi flavored cotton candy. That would be my
sushi's already
mortal
so
enemy.
expensive though, and wasabi is so expensive.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know what I don't care for is
I've had that. What?
do you ever use the ginger they serve with sushi?
Oh boy. See, last time I had sushi was actually a bit ago. I'm trying to remember. What do they serve it in? Or
It depends on the place.
well, like how
They
have you
usually have a
gotten it?
little
Because
bit
I
of
need
ginger on the side of sushi whenever you get it.
like in a shaker or a cup or a liquid or something.
No, like raw ginger.
Oh, I've actually just kind of ate it, just like in cubes. I've mixed it with, and just like took a bite and then had some with the sushi. I like ginger.
You're actually
a
not
lot,
supposed to eat
actually,
with
so.
the ginger. It's supposed to be with the sushi. It's supposed to be a palate cleanser. But
Oh, well, you asked how I ate it.
another
So
thing is,
anyway, I
sushi
enjoyed it that way.
traditionally in Japan, it's finger food. You're not supposed to use chopsticks or anything with it.
Which I've always found I've always found that really weird because it is finger food. Even the very nature of sushi is just it is finger food because of the way it's made. You can just eat it with your fingers.
Of course,
And then
then
you
we
have, like,
invented
these
the
people-
California roll in America, which is a lot harder to eat with your fingers. But I like using chopsticks. I won't lie. So
I don't know. I'm proficient at chopsticks,
I
but
am
I'm not that
too.
great at it.
No,
See when I go when I have Chinese food or when I have sushi or something, it's like I really don't want to bother getting good at chopsticks. It's been so long since I've had this food. I don't want to just waste my time just eating little bits of it. I
I'm
just want
just
to eat
barely
it.
used to it at this point.
Yeah, because you have all these luxuries.
I don't eat sushi that often. I have it like maybe a couple times a year.
Man, that's way more
But-
than I've had it already.
Well, yeah, because you've eaten salmon for like 90% of the last year. Salmon and oatmeal.
I told you I like repetition. That helps me.
But I don't remember where I was at. But yeah, you don't eat the ginger with the sushi.
Okay, well, I mean, I like it. Actually, I think it gives it really interesting flavor. Now, I didn't do it with all the sushi, obviously, because I just like some sushi by itself. But next time, I'm gonna try that if they serve ginger.
They should.
I don't know. What's,
like even when
what's
you
a
get at
good
grocery
chain
store, they have
restaurant
ginger.
you suggest if
I've
you've been
never
to one?
actually had chain restaurant sushi.
Just like okay, just independent
Here's
stuff.
Yeah, you can get it like at the higher class grocery stores. Will often have sushi, which isn't that bad, honestly. I wanna
No,
go-
grocery store sushi. That does not sound good.
no, it's like these are like the fancier grocery stores. Like
Oh, you
Winn
mean not
Dixie's and
Walmart?
stuff.
You
Yeah,
mean, like,
not
Best
Walmart.
Buy?
Best Buy. No, I've never actually had bad sushi from a place like I think was it Indiana. I went one time. There was a Winn Dixie or some store like that. You know, one of the
Winn Dixies. Winn Dixies. Oh, the memories. Oh, yeah, you
In
got
Florida,
the Winn
they have
Dixies,
really
the
stupid
Piggly
store
Wiggly.
names.
Yeah, those are.
Piggly Wiggly.
Wiggly.
I hate that name
Ugh.
so much. It's the stupidest name for a grocery store ever.
It's really popular in the South. Like all these people go to it. It doesn't even have a good selection. Usually, they're not very well maintained.
Because, you know, like,
Okay.
around here they have Meyer, which I really like Meyer, even though Meyer doesn't have sushi.
Are you talking Fred Meyer?
No, it's just a grocery store chain called Meyer.
Oh, okay. Because I was kind of confused when you were saying that
It's-
first. Because I've never seen a Meyer before.
I told you to go there when you were here, but you went to Walmart instead.
I told you I like repetition.
Meyer is like Walmart for sane people.
Ooh.
Like, you
Okay.
don't get any of the... You know how Walmart's famous for its clientele?
It's what?
Clientele.
Oh yeah, I've seen way too much of that in person. Why I keep going, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, Meyer doesn't have that. Like, the clientele is classy people.
Then
But-
why is it they have like a filter system, or just not
I don't
a ton of
know
people
why
have heard
it
of
is.
it, or whatever?
Yeah, I don't know why it is. The prices are about the same as Walmart. But
Because I literally had never heard
maybe
of
it's
it.
just
and I'd
because of, like, the stranger clientele are, you know, more used to just going to Walmart, and they're like you, they like repetition.
Are you insinuating that I am stranger clientele?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, you would only go to Walmart, right?
No, I don't only go to Walmart. I've been to other stores before, like the Piggly Wiggly. No, no, no. I don't know. See, but where I was, that Walmart was like the only store you could go to, and then you had to travel about an hour and a half to a Best Buy. So
See, you only know like the lesser known grocery store chains if you live in that area. Otherwise, you'd never know what you're getting into.
yeah, I don't really have a ton of
Though
experience.
I've never
much of
been
any
to
of
a
that
discount
stuff.
grocery store. I've only just driven past them.
I've been to them.
They look so creepy.
They actually have really good deals on stuff that you wouldn't think they'd have good deals on. Like,
Is it sanitary?
for the most part, yeah. There's a discount store that I've been to here, which specializes in like really high tier organic stuff, and I don't know. They have good prices. It's not well organized or anything, but it's clean, and you don't see a ton of weirdos in there, so it's okay. The stuff down south, though, never go into a discount store down south. Never.
Yeah.
Just stay away. Well, I mean, in the rural south.
No, I won't say it on the podcast.
No?
No, this isn't the podcast. What am I saying? It's late night. I don't like the South.
Yeah, I don't like it either, and I lived there for 2 years. No, I mean 3. 1 year, and then somewhere else, and then 2 years again later. No, I do not like the south at all. The people are very, I don't know, everything's dirty. Like all the independent businesses look like weird, dens or something. They're not very well upkept at all. All the people are disorganized. The people in general, Southern charm is okay, but after a while, it just feels really played out and fake. After a while, just
Good thing
yeah.
Malaris is asleep.
Wake him up.
For those who don't know, we had a really big argument on Thursday about pulled pork.
I wasn't even there, and I got involved in it like a day later, and they were still going on about
So
it.
stupid! It's pulled pork. You cannot just call it barbecue. That is not descriptive enough of the product.
See, but okay, look, pulled pork though is a style of barbecue.
Yeah,
it's like
it
a
is,
subcategory.
Yeah,
it's like
it
a,
looks
it's like,
ribs,
again, I
and you
use
got
this
your
analogy all the
chicken.
time. Like you have cars, okay? It's what all cars are called, but then you have different types of cars. You say a Toyota, and no one's gonna correct you and say that's a car. It's not a Toyota. See what I mean? You
Mhm.
have different things. Pulled pork is just a method of barbecue. When you say barbecue, it's vanilla barbecue. You just got like your hamburger or your chicken on the grill, and then you barbecue it. Go through the action of barbecuing it, and then you slather barbecue sauce on it. That's just the cherry on top, and then you eat it. That's barbecue. Pulled pork is when you actually go through the process of pulling the pork. I'm assuming pulling the pork.
Yeah,
and
I just did it the
creates
other day, so
Yeah, well, okay, you did the other day, so you tell us the process.
you pull the pork either with your hands or with some forks, and then you put barbecue sauce on it, or whatever
Basically,
sauce you
you
choose.
separate it into
Yeah.
like a much more
All
palatable.
right, Leo wants to add to
mushy.
this conversation. So we're gonna take one last caller tonight, and it will be Leo. Step up,
Oh,
Leo.
Yes.
Leo, late again.
Could you mute him again so only I can hear him? I kind of like having the advantage.
Yeah, we have total power over Leo here. This is our show.
Okay, good. Good.
Like, we have
good.
full permissions on this voice channel, and Leo only has the call-in rank.
Everyone was like trying to get in, and they were acting like it was a podcast, and LQ, PM's me, and he's like, did we not tell everyone what this was?
Leo! Leo?
Oh, here we go.
Why can no one go right for calling in? Leo, are you talking? You're not muted, no, but you're not talking either. Is your microphone configured properly?
I feel like the gimmick of the late night show will just end up us teaching people how to use their microphone. It'll just be microphone tutorial.
Leo's just joining on and off now.
Hello, there we go.
How do
Yes.
you manage that, Leo?
Well, I
Well-
unplugged it and plugged it back in.
Nice.
Ooh, some
I
very
am a
basic
genius.
tech stuff.
All right, Leo, what is your question?
All right, so I had this really great seafood dish last night. It was my grandfather's birthday this week, and so the next day to celebrate, we went to this new Italian restaurant that's in town. For those folks who don't know, I'm currently in the town where I'm going to college, so it's different from the state of Florida. But regardless, looked at the menu and saw this spaghetti dish.
Oh, is
What was
that-
it called?
Is that the kind that has like mussels and fish and shrimp? and
Yeah,
stuff
it was spaghetti allo folio.
Ah, yes, those are excellent.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. I love those.
Yes. So it had mussels and clams and shrimp
Oh.
and calamari.
Oh, I love calamari so much.
Yes.
Like,
So
we-
everyone I know hates calamari though. I don't
No.
know why.
Like, we had John on just a bit ago tonight. We talked about his wedding on the podcast last week. At his wedding, they had the best calamari ever. No, seriously. Like, but the problem is there's only one tray. There's only one tray served. So me and my other friend, who's also groomsman, we were like going up and like after everyone, gotten their chance going past the salad bar where the calamari was, we like went back and there's like almost no calamari left. So we basically split what was left.
All right. Well, here's the thing. The last time I had calamari was in 2012 at the wedding reception of one of my cousins. Actually, it wasn't the reception. It's that
What's it
dinner
with
you
calamari
have
and
at
wedding?
practice.
Rehearsal dinner.
Rehearsal dinner. That's it. Anyway, it was that. It was at this Chinese buffet place that the
Okay,
groom's,
the only thing I can think of when you think Chinese
the groom's
buffet,
parents knew the owners, I think.
One thing the Chinese buffet here is so dirty.
Oh, but it was nice.
don't-
They had tables for everyone, and they brought the food out. I'm not
Okay.
sure if it was buffet, but it was
Wait
a
a
good
minute.
restaurant.
Since when is calamari a Chinese food?
Listen,
Do the Chinese not have a right? Is it
they eat
cultural
everything
appropriation?
over there. If you can catch it and fry it, then it can be et.
Ooh, oh yeah, eating the live squid. I want to do that one day. It's a delicacy. I really want to do it. I've heard it actually is really great. I want to do
Live?
that. Yeah,
They have it live
Have you-
where it's
yeah.
still wriggling, and then you just swallow
You
it,
eat it.
and you
Actually-
feel
actually, do
the
you know-
tentacles sticking to your throat as it
Like you
goes
swallowed
down.
it whole?
Yeah.
Well, kind of. Yeah.
Don't you have to remove
Actually-
the ink sac first?
No.
well, No, but actually, there's a small percentage of people that die from that because the suction cups can get stuck to the back of your throat and you can you can choke to death or something. But it's very small. It's worth the risk. Like I want to try. I want to try it. I saw it in a couple movies and I've read about it and I've heard it's actually really great. So
But
Is it really worth risking your life to eat a live squid?
look, you have the same chance of choking on a toothpick as you do of dying. Maybe it's a bit higher.
Wait,
but-
of dying? You mean dying of choking on the squid?
dying,
Yeah.
100% of the people in the world die.
Wait, how are it?
Alq
I'm
is
thinking-
confused. How do they all die? I don't
You see, like
understand.
there's this very small
Well, you see,
percentage.
there's this thing
no,
called mortality. Eventually, the body
Fatality.
stops working.
I'm just trying to think,
either
like,
due to old age or because people
the
stab each other.
toothpick to statistic. Like, I've never heard of anyone choking on a toothpick. Like, who puts
Well,
toothpicks
look, wait.
that
How
far
do you
in their
not
mouth?
know? I read somewhere where it's like it's a low percentage, but it's a percentage of people that die in the U.S. die from choking on toothpicks.
So, they don't choke on other food first?
Well, I don't know. I feel like after they eat the food that they could choke on, then they go to pick their teeth and they choke on a toothpick.
people choke on fish bones, and those things are smaller than toothpicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a percentage of people. It's not like a high or anything. It's I don't know
But
if
I'm
it's
just thinking,
like
so then are you just as far at risk of choking on a fish bone and dying as you are this squid?
no. You are at a higher risk because with
No,
a fish bone, most fish bones are actually so delicate after being cooked that they will break in your throat.
So
and
you're
then,
more
you
likely to choke on a toothpick than a fish bone?
Well, so you can
yeah.
choke on a fish bone, but the thing is, I don't think it'll be fatal like it would be choking on a toothpick.
Who are these idiots who died choking on a
There-
toothpick?
okay, look, you want a percentage? There's a percentage of people that die yearly from toilets. I'm not talking about little kids falling in toilets. I'm talking fully grown adults. There's a
There's also a
small
percentage of people who die from old age.
Theo. See, look, all we know for sure is that this mystical toothpick comes in the night when you reach a certain age and it takes you from your bed. Then you're never heard from again.
All right, fine. I'm done questioning
Anyway.
the statistic. If you guys want to eat a live squid, you can.
Anyway, back to
You
the
can't
back to the
stop me.
calamari. When I had it, it was it didn't actually look like squid or anything. It was just cooked but this time in the spaghetti dish, there were little tiny squids that you
That
still
sounds
see the tentacles.
delicious.
Wait,
It was just-
LQ, are you not like when you have calamari, you're not having those tiny little squid? What are you having?
Rings.
Yeah.
No, whenever I've had calamari, it's all the squid.
No, traditionally it's like the rings of the squid meat that calamari
Really?
is.
Because I mean, every time I've had calamari, it's always squid.
No, I've never had the full squid. I want to though, because that sounds
They're
good.
amazing. I mean, one time I did have regular calamari. Didn't
Do you
like
think that's a regional thing?
it.
I have-
It might be because when I had calamari,
All right,
the
if
rings.
you didn't like it, it's probably because they cooked it bad. Because calamari is only good if they know how to cook it perfectly. Otherwise, it's really bad.
Well, I didn't like the texture compared to like
Yeah,
the other
that's-
stuff. It
that's
was
the
good,
texture.
but I just
That's
didn't
the
like
problem.
it too much.
The texture.
No,
is
the texture
really...
compared to these tiny squid was different.
Well,
It's
here's
different.
the thing.
trust
The
me.
text. I'm sure it's different, but here's the other thing. The texture is really bad if they don't cook it right.
I'm pretty sure they cooked it right because other people have the exact same thing I were.
Like, was it chewy?
But it's just I don't remember. I just remember I did not like it as much as the smaller ones.
I've never had well-cooked octopus actually. And
Have I
want to.
mentioned I had jellyfish before?
Yes.
Okay.
How is that? I'm curious because how do you cook jellyfish? It boils down. It's mostly
I-
water, right?
I think it tastes terrible. It tastes like cod liver oil.
There's not enough meat on them to really be food, in my opinion.
Is there even meat on? There's no jellyfish. Don't even have
Oh.
brains.
When
They're
I had
basically
it,
a
it was,
plant.
it was at that same rehearsal dinner, but
Wow,
it was
what kind of
these
Chinese
yellow
restaurant was
streams.
this?
I don't know. It must have been really expensive.
This
but-
okay. This makes me now want to try all these weird dishes like bird soup, bird nest soup.
What is bird nest soup?
This is bird that makes its nest out of saliva,
Yeah.
and a while after it settles and stuff, and the people they'll take the soup and they'll cook it. I mean, not the soup. They'll take the nest and they'll cook it in a
Take the
soup.
That sounds
The soup the bird makes.
disgusting.
It sounds like I love this type of stuff. This sounds amazing to me. Like I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna have like a double, double feast. I'll have my live squid bed over here. I'm gonna have my bird nest soup over here. My bird nest saliva soup,
I'll
technically.
sooner
And,
eat the live squid than I do the bird nest soup.
Yeah, but the bird nest soup isn't gonna possibly choke you.
Okay, here's the thing I just thought about with the squid. Do you not chew the squid then?
No, you can chew the
No.
squid. No, you can chew the squid, and it does come apart. But some people just swallow most of it
See,
whole,
I don't
and
see
then
the
they'll
point of
chew the
food that you
rest.
don't, chew
You-
and keep
you
in your
all
mouth to
had-
enjoy the flavor.
LQ, you've had raw oysters before, right?
I'm trying. I feel
Oysters
like
on
I
the shell?
would have.
You put some cocktail
I
sauce
can't-
on it and then just slurp it.
I feel like I would have, but I can't actually recall doing it.
Really?
I have. It's okay. I'm not a big fan of it.
Oh, I like it.
I would probably definitely like it because I love that kind of stuff, but I can't really recall doing that oddly.
Well, a good place to have it is the old Union Oyster House in Boston.
Yeah, 'cause, I'm just always in Boston.
Oh yeah, you're a big
travel
Red
like
Sox fan.
5,000, 4,000 miles to Boston.
Just another
we
band
should
out
win
of
the lottery and then
Boston.
just take like this BCC trip all around the
Oh.
U.S.
We talk about this all the time. The BCC road trip. The BCC road trip. Man, we'd probably lay waste to America.
It would be,
Trump would have to build a separate wall to keep us out.
yeah, it'd be like Diners, Drive-ins, and Dives with BCC.
Oh man, we should all cosplay as Guy Ferrari.
Like we all
I
dye
just-
our hair and grow beards like that.
We're all look. The BCC. We're going to Flavortown, and the Flavortown vlogs.
So I just see this comment by Bricko. He says Mark Twain had a short story / paper thing talking about the lethality of beds.
I think it was one of those more like charming joke things where he's talking about being lazy. I think I
Maybe.
time ago. Why would the BCC road trip be so dangerous?
Because we're
there'd be a
dangerous
lot of
people.
because you'd be killing people with a lot of beds, the Mark Twain style. We went to the special Taekwondo Mark Twain martial arts school, and they show you how to kill people with either the Spock movement or the beds. We all took classes in bed. We are bed masters. We have a black belt in bed.
We've also combined the more dangerous parts of Irish river dancing and yoga.
We are. Imagine like these like ninja, like bed wielding Irish folk dancing Guy Ferrari ninjas in this like Volkswagen, and they're going around to all these small
is it the
towns.
van, the Volkswagen van?
Yeah,
Yes!
the Volkswagen van. And there's like a big plug on the side of the van for the BCC on it.
I like to dream.
We should try to acquire the old Bionicle Tour van.
Oh yeah, the one with the Roxy on it.
Yeah.
We should have like a speaker on the top, like a comm system, and we should just be constantly like just blaring the Paraka rap.
Or Insane Bionicle Brain, because that's where it was recorded, was in that van.
Yes. Yeah, Insane Bionicle Brain. Yes, yeah.
No, in
yeah.
seriousness, a BCC road trip would not be dangerous at all, because we're like the most tame people ever.
You sure?
We're not. Well, no. In real life, we are like we all have our I don't know me, but we have our personas that we do dangerous stuff with. But on our own, we're all very just kind of mellow. I think,
especially compared to most young adults, our range.
Yeah, well, we're not really gonna we won't get arrested for anything. We'll probably just watch other people get arrested.
And I doubt we wouldn't even really annoy people, ever.
But I don't think we would, no. Now, if we all went as our personas...
Personas. I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, alright, you're the only one near the persona.
Okay, fine, I don't know. Well, we all have our sort of
there was
exaggerated
that time we went to
traits.
Buffalo Wild Wings and you made the joke about wanting to seat closest to the TV and the guy took you seriously.
That's just... I didn't think
That's the extent to what we mess up.
Yeah, no, if I was just my persona, it'd be a disaster, yeah. But, no, we're all... The BCC guys, we're all just very... I don't know, very mellow. It'd be like... Yeah, I don't think anyone would really even notice us. We're all too shy.
Next year, we got a lot of things planned.
A bit more restricted on call than I am in real life.
Yeah, Leo is like way more restrictive on call and even more restrictive on text. Like, Leo is really restrictive on text.
You mean reserved?
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah. No, Leo is more... he's a literary, English-talking scholar. He doesn't like to just, waste words in written text that fade away. He likes to just, he likes to really impress
I use that good old
life.
Middle English.
He likes to do stuff IRL.
Just like Jeffrey
AFK,
Chaucer.
And then I'm thinking it through everyone else. Malaris, he's basically the same, I'd say, in call as he is in text.
Think?
I haven't met him in person, so I can't compare there. Mace is way more open in person, though, if you meet him in person.
Mace is amazing. He's a man of many gifts and many secrets.
He never skips leg day.
Yep. Mace is our secret wild card, our MVP.
Yeah.
Mace really surprised me because when we were first getting into just getting more open with each other and stuff and started doing pictures of ourselves and video calls. You know how it is if you have friends, if you're your online friends, then you get to that stage where you start getting on calls and showing your face or whatever. Mace was the one that we knew literally the least amount about.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's
Mace doesn't talk about his life much.
No.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Enigma wraps and coils his life.
No,
I know a lot more about his life now because we talked about it when we were in there in person. He was way more open with it in person.
Oh yeah. I really want to meet Mace in real life. Probably more than the other members, honestly.
So far,
well, I mean, you've already met
myself,
me, so...
LQ, and Malaris have met him.
Yeah. No.
It's strange that Mace and I never met before going to Disney.
Yeah, because you only live an hour away from each other.
Yeah. but that hour is separated by Interstate 4, one of the more dangerous roads in the country.
But is it more dangerous than eating a live squid?
Yes, I would say it is.
What
You
if you
think
eat
so?
a live squid while going down Interstate 4?
Then you would be doubly dead.
What if you pick your teeth while you're doing it?
I don't know. People have done worse things driving on that.
I
And
love.
it's even worse now, which is why I'm glad I've going to another state for college. Because
Yes. What is it worse? They actually like you've seen them. You know, they're just driving down the interstate, picking their teeth while they're eating a live squid.
no, not picking their teeth. They're staring at their phones or.
While they're eating a live squid, okay. I see this late night show just turned into it has Leo isn't a caller, he's not just a member now.
Yeah, at this point.
Leo's just I don't want to kick him off because I don't have enough material to
No.
go off.
I mean, we're only gonna be on for a few more minutes at this point, anyways.
You shall sustain this by my own force of personality.
But honestly, I like Florida way better than Alabama.
I don't know.
Wait, why? Wait, isn't it
I like
the
Florida.
weather's
Florida's
worse in
like-
Florida?
Have spent a lot of time in Florida, like
Yeah,
probably a couple
Florida
years
is
of my
nice.
overall life at this point in Florida. Not like all at once, but like as much time as I've spent in Florida.
You've lived between two of the strangest states in the U.S., Michigan and Florida.
What's so strange about Michigan?
Well,
It's
I'm
so
mostly talking
nice.
about
That's
the
what's so
weather.
strange.
Michigan is really nice. See, Orion can attest to that.
I can. I'd love to live
I
there.
don't
Some.
At least Michigan isn't bombarded by hurricanes every 5 years.
No,
or
that's
so.
what's great. We have no extreme weather here. We get a tornado every now and then. That's it. We don't have to worry about floods. We don't have to worry about hurricanes. We don't have to worry about droughts. Really?
Oh
What
wait,
about
wait,
the shark
wait.
men living in the Great Lakes?
No, wait. How about okay? We had all the hurricanes. It's the end of the world, guys. Again.
You know what was great
Again.
about the hurricanes is like after the ones in Texas, we just got some really nice, pretty clouds that went over the purple and orange evening sun.
It's like you have this huge, like really angry turmoil of storm and weather, and then you just like over in Michigan, some clouds just pass by. It's like that's as much as it gets up there.
I mean, there's storms, but it's nothing
Have you
really
ever-
disastrous.
Have you ever been in Florida when there's been a major storm system going through?
No,
Well,
no.
I mean, I've been in Mississippi while there's a major storm going through Florida, and I
Yes.
felt that.
Even in the summer, it has to rain like every other day or so.
Oh
if
yeah,
not
I've been in
every day.
there in like not even the summer, like 80% of the year it rains every day.
Well, yeah, it's summer and winter. The only respites are spring and fall. Really.
I've been there a lot in the winter, so. In fact, several of the entirety of my Januaries have been spent in Florida,
Yeah, in winter it's cold and wet, and in summer it's hot and
and
wet.
it gets everywhere.
Sometimes it's so hot the rain evaporates when it hits the
I
ground.
have never been there in the peak of summer because I'm not an idiot.
Oh, it's glorious.
Like I think the latest have I ever even been there in June?
You
Pretty sure
you
I've been
walk
there in
outside
May.
and you get sunburned.
Yeah, but no. The reason I like Florida, though, for one, at least like I'm usually around Central Florida, like the area you and Mace live around in.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Good
clean,
old
is what I like
Orlando.
about it. Like
the city beautiful.
Orlando is really clean, and it's what's really nice
Yeah,
about it.
if you stay in the nicer parts.
And okay, your roads are a lot better than they are here too, than we have here too.
Yes, yes.
You see, the
roads.
thing is, Michigan, because we get really hot and really cold weather, the roads get really beat up. But
So when my dad came up there, he just thought it was really poor management.
no,
That's what
it,
he thought.
most of
No,
those roads
because
you drove
it
on would have been
expands and
redone like a
contracts,
year or
you know.
two ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
in
I
Florida,
was
it's just
asking too
like
much.
always hot.
Yeah.
So the roads are also like so nice and smooth.
Yeah, the only trouble really is in my area is with Interstate 4 because the politicians and the senators all conspired to give the citizens trouble by trying to rebuild a road that should not have gone straight through a major city. They could not take cues from Atlanta and build it
There's
around.
like no good way to get around Orlando other than that.
There isn't.
All roads lead to Orlando.
Yeah, it's way easier for Mace, the areas I'm usually in, to get there, like,
Yeah.
because he works at Disney, obviously.
Yeah, the suburb that he lives in, it's much closer.
I do not see the appeal of Disneyland personally. For me, I'm not.
Well,
like
then
a
you should
huge
go to Disney
Disneyland.
World.
Disney World. Oh, Disneyland? Nope. We're taking the world now. I can't wait to go to Disney Universe.
No, actually, me and Leo and Mace are planning on all going to the
Is it
park.
fun? Is
Yo,
it
yeah,
fun
it's lots of
there?
fun.
Yeah, it's lots of fun. You goes. Oh, I think they closed the Indiana Jones show at
No,
Hollywood
I
Studios.
forget-
No, just wait until Indiana Jones 5 comes out, and
Well,
you
the
know,
thing is, the reason
80-year-old indies
they
out
might
there.
have. I think they actually didn't close that, but they might have. But the reason Leo's saying it is because they're changing that entire part of the park into the Star Wars land.
That is true. I'm going to miss that old
See,
Hollywood ride, though.
I am not sure if you're really a theme park type person, though, Orion.
I see. I don't. I've been to some theme parks. I wasn't really that impressed. I've been to
Disney
like,
is not the same as other theme parks, though, at all.
like
No,
I can
no, it
get
isn't.
that. Yeah, it's a bit different. I like going on rides. I love big rides.
Dis-
Um,
you know, you might like it. There's a lot of other cool
Yeah,
stuff though there
there's-
too. Like
Mount
the-
Everest. That is a cool ride.
Yeah, Expedition
I
Everest.
Mount Everest.
And I think
Yeah.
I think you actually might
In
really
the Animal Kingdom.
like enjoy like Epcot's World Showcase area might be something you'd enjoy too.
That too, yeah.
Yeah. I want
Yeah.
to go sometime to just see if I'd enjoy it or not. Because everyone,
Sometimes
doing
we
like
should
whether
go
you
down.
like it or
when
not.
The rest of us are, you know, and me and Leo and Mace are around there too, and we can all go to parks together. Like I said,
Yeah.
me and Leo and Mace are planning on doing that later this spring because Mace is letting us in for free because he works there.
Hey, we should just tell our fans when you'll be going down there. Get like one of them. It might.
We probably will
No.
once we confirm
Nope.
it. Actually,
We'll run into Just Too Good.
yeah, that's 'the funny thing. That
And the
down
brick
Disney
show
Lego
while we're
store
at
is
it.
very popular for Lego YouTubers.
Yep.
'Cause I saw so much like with the Falcon stuff. I saw so many people going to get the Falcon at downtown Disney.
I'm so jealous of all your social interactions.
Why don't you just use your Twitter account then?
I don't have Twitter.
Yeah, you do. Cause you.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Unless you
I
deleted
have like,
it.
I have like some old accounts from years ago that I forgot passwords to. I don't have the emails for
You should get
anymore.
on. You should get a new Twitter then.
I do not like social media. Not because I'm a hipster. I just don't like social media.
Yeah, I don't like social media either.
Leo, you're on social media more than me.
Well,
It's a love-hate
that's
relationship.
because I like talking about my opinions, but no one actually.
I hate social media. I love talking about my opinions though.
Well, it's different on places like here and on Discord, because on Discord it's kind of you kind of get to know some of the people on there. With social media, it's much more distant and.
Which is the ironic because
relationship is
whole
not there.
purpose. That's
See,
the whole
like,
purpose
think
of
about
social
Twitter.
media.
Twitter is very much a place to share news.
Yeah, it is just for news. I don't really understand why some people market it as like making friends or just
No.
social interaction
See,
on Twitter.
I'll keep up with like some guests we've had on the podcast. Like Photobrick Studio will tweet back and forth because we have a lot of the same taste in Nintendo
Well,
games.
it's
Sometimes.
good as like a formal communication device, or just like something you can quickly tell somebody.
It's not
like a-
formal. It is not
There
formal.
Well,
is-
not.
there's
I
a
mean,
formal-
like,
aspect to it.
I mean, yeah, you can just quick tweet someone out there, you know.
But no, you should really get on Twitter too. Not, even if you don't use it that much, just so we can promote us as a group more.
I'll do it. I'll take one for the team. I'll do it for the group.
'Cause
I'm not getting Facebook.
No, you don't have to get Facebook. Like, the only reason I have Facebook is because I have some people I can only talk to through Facebook. But I hate Zuckerberg, so
I don't even know why I hate Zuckerberg. I just don't like his face. That's
I have.
no, I didn't know. Yeah.
I just have legitimate issues with how he runs stuff. And let's face it, they record everything there, and there's no privacy. And I understand everyone's claims totally there. So, but it's
Right.
1 a.m. and I think it's about time we wrap up this show.
Oh no, I can go
Yeah,
on forever.
I was about to suggest that too, because I have just been gorging myself on corn tortillas, and I should probably just eat like a regular dinner. I'm gonna go order some squid off of eBay.
So,
eBay.
not many
I-
people left watching now. Brickbot Face is still there, and Mace is still
Yeah.
there. And I'm not sure
We'll have
who
to.
the rest of the people watching the stream are at this point.
I think they have it
honestly.
on in the background actually.
We have 6 people.
One of them is
Although
me, and
I'm
one of
one
them
of
is
them.
Orion. 3 of them are us.
All right,
no,
so
4
we
of
have-
them if you count Mace.
Oh
So-
yeah,
so we have
Mace.
2
And I
other
think my
people
brother
watching.
is also
Oh,
watching
come
this
on.
All
stream.
right, so it's basically Bricko and your brother.
Well, I think this actually didn't go too bad. I mean,
No,
I'm
it
still
would-
getting used to talking
Yeah.
on air and stuff, but
Yeah, with no advertising and all.
We have some technical errors. Next time we probably have another channel for on air, and we'll have like Leo will have you or Mace in there, like getting people ready on their mics before we let them in here.
Yeah, that'd be.
yeah, like we should have like a 20-minute notice before we start for people to get set up and everything.
Yeah. I mean, we did actually give people some fairly advanced notice this time. I think I told them yesterday.
Yeah, you got about.
I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if
next
they
time-
took you
next-
seriously. No.
Next time it should be a week in advance or so.
Once we actually get the format of this down, and
Yeah,
it's going to be
I
a
think-
monthly thing, I think, or so.
A monthly? You think monthly, or do you want to do it like every?
Every other week, that might also work. We're still working out the
Yeah.
details there. This is very much a test run, though.
The old live stream Fridays.
But I really enjoyed this. Actually.
Oh yeah, this is a
so-
ton of fun. And I mean, I think the concept of it worked pretty well. We had good conversation going throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
All right, so once
I-
again, thank you everyone for watching. This will actually be reposted at some point. It's just not going to be
Not now.
not now. Yeah.
Not just yet. Leo, leave. You're not the main. You're not the duo. Kick him off. He's not the original. He's not.
can't
Leo-
me, for I am nothing.
Leo, give us a legitimate case about why you should stay.
Yeah.
Because. You. Oh, come on!
Never gonna give you.
All right. Thank you once again
Yes.
for watching the BCC Late Night Show. If you enjoyed this, please leave some feedback and leave some feedback on what you'd like to see more of it from in the future. If we can incorporate that and we think it works well, we will. Look forward to this in the future. This is a lot of fun. It's definitely something I want to do again.
I have so much time on my hands. This is gonna fill a good portion of it, and I will be very happy that it does. Yes, Leo. Thanks for telling us we suck. Thank you.
All right.
Good
So,
criticism.
good night, everyone.
Good night and good luck.
Oops, I accidentally, instead of fading into what I wanted to, I faded into like this fall background I had prepared, which looks pretty cool, actually.
Well, I'm still waiting for it to catch up to it. So, oh, yep. Hey guys, happy Thanksgiving,
It is the first day of fall.
or happy Halloween, or this is already a horror show.
The
So-
music is going too, so. See ya, everybody.